Metaphysical Poets by T S Eliot. T S Eliot revived the reputation and critical importance of the metaphysical poets through his famous essay, The Metaphysical Poets. Before Eliot, they were often criticized, especially by Samuel Johnson, who considered their poetry intellectually over complex and artificial. Eliot argued that metaphysical poets were deeply unified in thought and feeling, and their poetry was rich, intellectual, philosophical, and emotionally intense. Key points from T S Eliot's essay, The Metaphysical Poets. Concept of unified sensibility. Eliot praised metaphysical poets for possessing a unified sensibility. This means they could combine thought and emotion, experience and intellect into a single powerful expression. Feelings and ideas were not separated, unlike later ages. For example, John Donne mix passion and reasoning in love poetry, contrast with dissociation of sensibility. Eliot said after the 17th century, especially with Milton and Dryden, poetry experienced dissociation of sensibility. After this break poets could not express intellectual thought and deep emotion together. Poetry became emotionally weak or intellectually dry. Major metaphysical poets highlighted by Eliot: John Donne, George Herbert, Andrew Marvell, Henry Vaughan, Richard Crashaw, Abraham Cowley. Eliot particularly admired Donne for his power to combine passion, argument, and dramatic realism. Eliot's impact changed the negative perception about metaphysical poets, brought them back as central figures in English literary history, influenced modernist poetry by promoting intellectual complexity and concise emotion. Metaphysical conceit example in Donne's Our Dedication Forbidding Morning, the lover's souls are compared to a compass, a scientific object to describe emotional closeness. T S Eliot restored respect for the metaphysical poets by proving that they were not obscure but brilliant innovators who expressed human experience in its totality. He believed modern poets must reclaim their style to produce powerful poetry. T S Eliot's essay, The Metaphysical Poets, argues that metaphysical poets possessed unified sensibility, mixing emotion and intellect successfully, unlike later poets who suffered from dissociation of sensibility. Eliot restored their importance and influenced modern poetry. Thanks for watching.